Bam, we're live. Good morning. I forgot to confirm with Greg yesterday. I still sent him a link this morning. Let's see what happened. Completely my fault. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Kenneth. Good morning, Liv. Good morning, Mr. Garza. Exciting day today in the podcast world. Of course, this show every morning. Most exciting show ever. And then after that, I assume Clydesdale will go on. And then after that, the CrossFit Games podcast will go on. And then after that, I'll be back to review the CrossFit Games podcast. I don't know how this works, Caleb.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I do not know how. I have no idea what's going on. Look at
I'm fixing it. Hold on.
there we are. Oh, you know how to do that?
I think so. I watched Sousa do it one time.
Look at that. God. Just click on all the formats. Hi. That's Caleb working.
There.
Oh, look at shit. That's good. What
Fixed
happens?
it.
What happens when Greg comes on? It'll just give us 3 squares.
I'll make another one that does 3 squares.
I don't know. Maybe this one will just turn into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's normally what happens. And then after, so then at 10 a.m., the brand new CrossFit Games podcast, and it'll have Dave and Tia and Chase as the host. At least that's what I think, based on the information that's out there. And then at 11 a.m. after that, I'll come back. Maybe Caleb will come back too. Maybe so I'll see if I can get someone else to come back on, and we'll review it. And then after that at noon, Malioza is coming on Pedro's podcast.
It's gonna be a crazy day.
Yeah, that's a fun morning with a lot of shit. A lot of fun stuff. Who else is here? Peter. Peter's here for Frank. Oh boy, Frank's already getting started.
Great.
Taking a small 10-second break. Okay, I'm back.
Oh, it's there. It's just, what the fuck? It's like just booted somebody unclicked that layout.
Oh, how many layouts can we have at the bottom? Is that where we maxed out?
Yeah, we must have maxed out on that. I have no idea. But
I mean, there's 9 choices down there. That's a shitload.
It's not enough. We need more. More.
Frank, good morning, Sevon. You have said that you think there should be a dictator in charge of CrossFit. Maybe I should use a different word than dictator. Much like Greg when he was an owner, this scenario is unlikely, in my opinion. I agree. By dictator, I meant maybe I was being too glib because it has negative connotations. Is that a pejorative? I was someone who's uncompromising in their integrity and values, and will hold the ship steady under, no matter what. You know what I mean? I should give you an example. When Pukey the clown was invented, everyone was like, "That'll never work. That'll fucking never work. That's the most horrible mascot." And then Greg this is kind of a not the best example, but he was like, "No, it will work," and it did work. He had vision. He stayed committed to it, and it worked great. Amazing.
Still working.
Yeah,
back
amazing,
on the t-shirt.
Amazing for the brand value. And then the other thing is and this is so hard for so many people to grasp, but Greg comes from an era whereas if you suggested a low carb diet, you would get fired from your job at Gold's Gym. But he knew that low carb was the way to go. And by low carb, low also mostly speaking about refined carbohydrates, sugar, shit like that. Oh, sorry, ultra processed. I don't know what the word is. You guys know what I mean. Eating Oreos, instead of broccoli. So he came from that, and if it wasn't for someone like him who stuck to his guns, we'd be fucked. What perhaps is possible in some, like the Christian Catholic religion, the figurehead Jesus dies but leaves his teachings and disciples who guided the followers based on his teachings. You know what's interesting about that one too is I don't know if there was Christianity might be the bastardizations of Jesus' teachings. I don't know the history, but the other day someone was basically drawing a parallel between the Catholicism and the Pharisees, and I thought it was a pretty good comparison. I saw it. Maybe, I mean, how many Christians do you think would recognize Jesus if he was here or came back? I think most of them have I think most people have a preconceived notion of what God and Jesus is, and they'd miss the whole fucking thing, which is not a good sign. But I appreciate the question. It's a good question. Greg led the company for many years. I know you're only typing out here. Led is an understatement, right? So just in that, I'm not putting that on you. I'm just saying Greg led the company. I mean, it's more than led. I don't know if there's any words that can really equate the gravity of his leadership, because it was beyond leading. But I hear you. He led the company. Oh shit. Good morning.
What's going on?
Sorry I didn't confirm yesterday.
It's all right.
All right.
I wasn't sure what you were doing.
Yeah. All right. Well, nice to have you, dude. You look like you've already been awake for a while. You've been awake for a while.
Couple hours.
Okay. Good. Yeah. You look fresh as a daisy.
Caleb, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Greg.
We were just discussing with Frank whether someone else. I'm convinced that no one else could stick to their guns the way you did. I don't mean to beat a dead horse. I know we've talked about this before, but I don't think the company can be run by like a cohort of people. CrossFit. I think it needs to be someone who can stick to their guns. And I was using the reference on a superficial level, what you did with Pukey, and then on a more like real level, what you did, the fact that you got kicked out of gyms for telling people to eat low carbs because you knew it was right. And so you would just stick to your values, even if they were like, hey, dude, we're going to stop giving you your paycheck. And like, I don't think the company can be run without that kind of person at the helm. And that takes a special kind of person.
Let me cast that in a maybe more realistic and certainly less noble light.
Okay.
I was telling people to not eat carbs because when they didn't, they got healthy and it made me look good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point of your profession, right?
And when I'm training you, I'm giving you all the attention in the world, but in a commercial gym setting, I'm acutely aware that my next client is also poaching the training. And so when you teach Philippe Khan how to do the clean and jerk, and 2 days later in the same high-end gym in Miami, you see Gloria Estefan trying, it's no surprise when she comes over to you at the water fountain. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the carbs were part of that. That's how I came into it. I asked this guy, there was Vicky Sims. I said, how the fuck do your people get so skinny so fast? And she looked around and whispered in my ear, Atkins.
Do you remember the year of that? Or the gym?
Yeah, it was Gold's Gym in Venice, and it would have been 77, 78.
Wow. That's crazy.
I read it. It made sense. I didn't eat carbs. I did 3 days of Atkins. And the first day, I think I had a pound of bacon and a chicken and a cube of butter,
Mm-hmm.
for a meal. And the next day, it was eggs and then steak. And I remember on the third day, I was mildly hallucinatory. I had a weird visual and audible, audio effects.
Wow.
And didn't want to eat anything. And it's funny too, because critics of Atkins, people that promote low-calorie eating, will tell you the only reason Atkins works is because of the caloric offset. It's significant. The obsessive compulsive eating is associated only with carbohydrates. You've heard me say too many times, no egg lover ever had 4 eggs, then 4 more. Oh, fuck, the carton's gone, and gets into another carton like it's a Sara Lee pound cake. It doesn't happen.
I want to throw up at 3.
And you like them, right?
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
like them full at 3. Like that's enough.
It comes with an off switch. Unlike that shit they set up at the bar that they keep filling the bowl and you can't leave it alone.
Yeah, I'll eat until I hurt.
Or the chips in a restaurant.
Yeah, I'll eat until I hurt.
Please don't bring any more.
I'll take another basket. Why not? And some more salsa while you're at it.
Mike Ray left the games.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
As the doctor.
Yeah, as the medical director.
Oh, why did he do that? Do you know? You have any insights on that?
I don't have firsthand knowledge. In other words, I've not spoken to Mike. I've not spoken to him in years. But I did drop in text this morning and tell him thanks for all your service over the years. Because it was pretty significant, you know?
Yeah.
But
I wonder if it's personal or professional.
yeah, it had to do with the what I'm hearing is the I'm trying to find the name here. What's it called? Safety coordinator? What is it?
Oh, they have the lady. They hired this lady as a safety coordinator. I met her. Nice
Safety
lady.
officer.
Oh, that there was a conflict there.
She was VP of athlete safety for the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee 2018-2020. Previous to that, she was an exec in HR at the FBI.
Oh, wow.
Got an MBA from Wharton School of Business.
What years was she the head of HR at the FBI or executive at with HR?
Yeah.
Does it say what years?
HR.
Does it say what years?
I don't know, but can you imagine? We know how corrupt the FBI is, right?
And how corrupt HR is.
Imagine it's HR.
Yeah, dude.
Just imagine.
HR is crazy.
Yeah.
HR is oh my goodness.
It's the asshole of any company.
Maybe she was.
And when an organization is tainted, believe me, that thing fucking stinks to high heaven.
Yeah.
If your CEO is a crook, the head of HR is a murderer.
Right. Maybe she was just in charge of health insurance.
Remember, I told Kyla, you need to just tell everyone you're the benefits lady and then go get the best fucking benefits you can and stay out of the underwear drawer.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, she says, I don't think Dave likes me. And I go, well, I know he doesn't, actually. And I'm telling you what the problem is. I said, you know, you probably can't relate, but when you're in school, who wants to be the hallway monitor and the little girl that raises her hand, everyone turns around and fucking hates her anyways, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then takes that with enormous authority.
People in HR don't have one sincere relationship in any company.
But that's a DEI hire.
Yes.
And their approach to safety is appearance based, and she's a good match for that effort. And you get rid of the guy who's head of trauma.
Oh, you're saying the one at HQ you think was a DEI hire?
What's that?
You're thinking the one at CrossFit was a DEI hire?
Yeah. Yeah, of course she was.
Oh, that sucks if that's true.
Well, what would?
I don't know if she's a DEI hire, but it was for sure a response to Lazarus' death. It wouldn't be a stretch to guess that it's a superficial hire in order. Do you know, like when people, like when they form an athlete council, it's clearly just, or an affiliate council, Like all of that stuff to me is clearly just a buffer between the people who are making the decisions and the community. It's to give a false sense of representation.
The safety of the games takes a spectacular blow when the head of emergency services for a level 1 trauma center, a gifted athlete,
I see where you're going,
steps down due to conflict with someone from the HR at FBI.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying.
When what the fuck could she possibly bring to the table that he didn't? Let me tell you some of the things
Right.
that
I see
crew
what
in
you're
the
saying.
basement did. Let me tell you. Yeah, they want she looks like a good safety person. But what Mike did was we had I don't want to name her by name, I'll let you do that. But we had an athlete overheat, and then on a blood draw, we found some chemistry that caused us to send her to the local major hospital. I don't want to mention them either. And she sat in their ER for an hour or two, and they checked her out and sent her home. And when Mike Ray found out, he called the hospital. He goes, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't you know what this means? We sent her with the lab work. Look at it again." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, fuck. Oops. Yeah, you took a few docs to realize you're right. You don't send someone home like that." She had kidney damage, dude. Required follow-up care, not go home. And my guy did that in the basement. You know, we were doing MRIs and we had portable MRI or CAT scan something, and
Yeah.
it was crazy good.
Like in Carson, I remember. Yep.
Navy corpsmen that had brought more people back from the brink of death than probably any most people in most ERs. No, that was a world-class operation, and it was all due to Mike Ray.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. He's pretty amazing. How long did he have that position? I mean,
From the beginning. You know, he was asked to be the doc at the rim to rim in you go down and up and then down and up
the Grand Canyon.
In the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Sure, I'll do it." And then he was trying to strategize. You know, he's also an astrophysicist. Did you know that? And a big wall climber from Yosemite.
Wow.
He was getting a PhD in astrophysics when he decided he wanted to become a physician. No, he's as smart as anyone that's ever had anything to do with anything in the community. The IQ of CrossFit Inc. plummets 10 points with his departure. I'd have done anything to keep him.
Right.
Anything. Perfectly qualified. Anyways, in the rim to rim, he's figured, well, he's got his radio and he's got his backpack full of shit. And he could either stand somewhere and then respond to where it's going on, or he could run the fucking race and respond to anything that happens. Well, he treated 3 or 4 people that day and also took like a third in the race.
That's wild.
He's someone just do. When I'm around him, I like to get him to talk.
Yeah. Whenever I'm around him, people are asking him questions at the games, and he's very stoic and matter of fact. Yeah, that's wild that they lost him. What year was the first? Do you know the first year he came around? Was it 2010? 9?
I feel like he was there at the ranch when we first
started.
Did this thing. They were very, very early affiliate.
And his wife's a flow master, or was. I don't know if she still is.
Great trainer.
Yeah, that's wild. You seem a little pissed off about it, are you? You just think it's just a reckless move?
If I hired a crew to destroy the company, it would look like this.
Yeah, I never heard a single complaint about Mike Ray.
Put that comment up again. Let me see that about the eccentrics.
Corey Dunn, after hearing Greg talk about eccentrics building strength, I did some negative pull-ups. I had a great arm pump, and the next day my upper back muscles were so sore. Yeah, if you're not doing negatives. I have my kids do them all the time, do pullovers on the bar and then negative bar muscle ups and do an L sit.
You won't believe my new gym.
No, it's so sick.
Did you see that? Did you see that night pic?
Can I send Caleb the video of your daughter doing the rings?
Yeah, and look at this picture.
Okay. I should put you on a thread with Caleb so you can send him to Caleb. Let me find.
Do I have Caleb in my contacts?
I don't know, but I will start a thread with all of us.
If anybody's curious about the eccentrics thing, there's a whole. I cut out like 11 minutes of that talk that Greg did. It's in our videos. It's called "The Secret to Strength." He talks about all the eccentric stuff.
So it's a night picture, weird way to take a picture of a gym, but what you see is the overlooking art studio, and you can zoom on that, and it's pretty cool. And as you open it up you see the rings. It's traveling rings. They're not gymnastics artistic rings.
Holy shit.
But
and that's the art department up there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that cool?
Crazy cool.
Wow.
Just anecdotally speaking, by the way, for anyone who cares, my kids have been doing CrossFit since the day they were born. I use the L1 material to, that struggle causes adaptation. So I always had them do tummy time and all that. And when my son Joseph was 8 years old, what's that beeping?
Oh, let me tell you something. What makes this video cool? Did you play it yet? Have we showed it?
No.
Anyways, what makes the video cool is the beeping you hear and the whining noise. My kids are swinging on these rings as he's up on the scissor lift installing them.
Oh, that's cool.
And so before he's even finished, they're chasing him. And I'm having to tell, stay away from the lift, stay away from the lift.
And so when my son started gymnastics at 8 years old, he was already pretty strong from CrossFit. And after just 2 sessions with a gymnastics coach, 2 90-minute sessions, I saw a massive body composition shift. And now he's been doing it 3 months, and you won't even believe the body composition shift from doing gymnastics.
Riley's already on the traveling ring skipping, getting enough of a swing. She's flying off and can do every other.
Wow. Has anyone made it around yet?
It's hard turning the corners.
Someone will crack the code on that soon.
Yeah, and what you need is almost an assistant that will swing a ring for you so you can make the turn.
Are those rotating pull-up bars over there?
Yeah,
like red and blue
rotating pull-up bar. I still have 100% of my floor space.
Wow.
And the doors retract completely, leaving the whole bottom open on both sides. But the ropes, the latest thing in the ropes is that stitched in. I showed you that, Sebi?
Yeah. I'll send that over to Caleb too, as opposed to tying a knot in the rope.
Yeah.
Did you know they were going to do that?
No, it's less of a help than the big knot.
Is it the same material as the rope?
They're
Those
both
are the hard.
synthetic, but it's cool because it doesn't feel like polypropylene or something. You know, the yellow rope.
Yeah.
And it's not hempy, like splintery. It's really got a good hand. It's smart. But I mean, this guy, he's a Cirque du Soleil, Disney World, and SOCOM rigger, as a rigging company. And he was an Air Force Academy gymnastics coach for a long time.
How tall are those ropes? Are those 20 feet?
Yeah, 25.
Oh my God. All the way to the ceiling.
Those
Yeah.
ropes look like they're hard to climb, like that you can't sink your fingers into them like you can the
They climb pretty nicely. In fact, that materials, I believe the black rope is just nylon.
That's
But
cool.
it's got a good hand. It's not obviously synthetic, you know?
Are they taped off at the bottom with that
Yeah.
black tape?
In fact,
Yeah.
they're braided, melted, and tied.
Where'd you get those from? Do you know?
He did. I let the Cirque du Soleil guy go get my ropes, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we're building a cargo net, and I always thought it odd that the number of people that crossing the top of a cargo net fall. And the cause of the fall is to try and get high above the net at the top with locked arms and then swing a leg over. Those people, way too many of them, flip over, and with their arms locked, the let go is certain. And so I've had a couple of people fall. And what you need to do is get them to from the top, keep it in very close and curly ball roll over tight. And you won't lose control on the flip. And once you've done that, first of all, you'll either never climb the rope again, or you'll never go over with locked arms, like I was telling you not to do. But once you've rolled over, like I'm saying to do, it's a forever skill. You'd never try to do that locked arm. And we're gonna have a spotting belt just to do that, because it's the net's gonna hang just from the floor and be up 20 feet. And Tree Net Willie's coming in December, and we're gonna put some Tree Net Willie style netting with some egress rings. You know, the like on the tree nets in Santa Cruz,
Yeah,
at the house.
Yeah.
So that when you climb the Bakar ladder, you go through that egress, and shortly after leaving the ground, you have a net under you.
Oh,
So I'm going to string Bakar ladders from my girders in the ceiling to these supports that are welded to the beam that's the major architectural element of the building.
And for those of you who want to see the work that Tree Net Willie does, Greg's house is like an amusement park in Santa Cruz. You could charge people to.
You know what? His YouTube page is fantastic, and he's blowing up big. I mean, we're like he's in Patagonia. I showed that project he's doing there.
No, I didn't see that. I do know though that when he was at your house and I met him, he said that he had to leave because he was going to Steph Curry's house to see what he was going to do over there.
He's on fire.
Yeah. This is pretty crazy. I hadn't seen this one. Look at this one. Right here. This is wild. Those are nets people are walking on? Oh, this is his Patagonia project.
Check this out.
Oh, you did send me that. You did. I didn't know that was Tree Net Willie. Wow. Yeah. Holy cow. Holy cow.
He's going to India, but we're going to have him all December.
Are those little hotel rooms he's building? Like people will stay in those?
I'm sure of it.
That's incredible.
Cool as hell, right?
Yeah. What a project.
Oh, wow.
I talked when he was at your house, Greg, I asked him, I said, hey, so have you ever had another job? He said, no, I started this business when I was 15 years old. That's it. He's just an expert at, oh, man.
That is so scary. You just lay down there with the pillows?
Oh, man, those views are crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
So the gym's done.
That
It's not
that
sale?
the wood shop's not complete, but it's they're moving on it fast, and but the music room is complete, the art room's complete, the school room's finished, and I don't have my gym equipment yet. I didn't want to start bringing equipment in until they get all the rigging done.
Did I see it like a place where to store basketballs on there too? In there?
Yeah, we have two. We have a full basketball court with glass backboard,
And I thought I saw like one of those cool
and it raises and lowers.
steel cages for basketballs. Yeah, that's amazing. Are the kids ecstatic? Are the kids over there every day now?
Every day.
That's wild. I'd like to ask Greg about P-Score. Tyler, if you want to do that, call in and you can ask him about it. I'd be curious what Greg's take is on that also.
What's P-Score?
Tyler has developed this mathematical equation that scores the athletes based on their based on all of their scores. So if 20 people do the workout, you get points based on your time rather than your placement. So if you win by 3 minutes in an 8-minute workout, your score will be massive. The difference between you and first place, as opposed to,
could you just run a cumulative time on all the workouts?
like in every set, like in 2008.
Is that what they did?
Is that to be honest with you, I don't know what his calculation is, but basically what it does is it demands everyone go hard for every workout because your score matters, not just your placement. And so if you think you're bad at a workout and you're going to sandbag it to do better at another workout, you'll be punished heavily for it. And it's harder to follow as a fan, right? Because you can't just start doing the math in your head. But it seems more fair in terms of crowning the fittest. No one else uses it. No need for it. Well, just because no one uses it isn't a reason why it doesn't make it no good. It could be just the fact that it requires an IQ of over 85 to appreciate it. Mike Needleman, I'm a big fan of the P-Score. Carlos Espinosa. This guy's name is Mike Needleman, and he was just at a competition, and I said, you look more like a Carlos Espinosa than a Mike Needleman. By the way, thank you very much for the donation, Mike. That was crazy. Really appreciate it. And good congratulations on your finish at Crash. Joseph Ramirez, I wasn't a fan of P-Score until this weekend. Yeah, me too. Every time I see it, I like it more and more.
I liked watching the athletes go a little bit harder. Like there's just a little something that adds to it.
The only thing I don't understand about it is how you could get a negative score. I would think it would just be between 0 and 100. But there were people who were getting negative scores, which makes it so like whatever made up bullshit I had in my head about how I thought it worked.
Well, I think they capped it out at they're like, you can only get so many negative points because there were people that were just not finishing workouts. And so it was like, they were like 50 reps behind. So in reality, you get like negative 5,000 points or something. But Tyler just wouldn't do that. Grant Griffin, Tyler hit me with a -2.
Oh, Grant, yeah.
So if you were to twist your ankle on one event and then the next day come back,
you could be really screwed
with an unprecedented performance. It sounds like there might not be coming from behind.
Well, unless someone else shits the bed too, unless another leader shits the bed. I mean, there was a lady at the games this year.
How's it currently scored? What happens?
I think in a nutshell, it's like this. If there's 10 guys, each placement is 10 points. So I think the first guy gets 100, the second guy gets 90, the third guy gets 80. Some variant on that. And I think, and if there's like 30 people, I think like after 10th place, instead of the points being every, every 5 points for a place, it goes down to every 3 points, and then you get to the bottom, it's like every 1 point, something like
I
that.
feel like I'm talking to Tony fucking Buddy.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. When you have to bring a calculator to the horse race, you'll quit going.
Well, yeah, there's that component. The P-score is not very fan friendly.
You don't want to make something that's inherently boring mathematical. That's my fucking view. Nice thing about it is you can look out there and see who's winning.
Yeah.
You can see Rich watching Dan. He's like, I'm just going to do better than Dan.
Tyler.
No, this isn't Tyler. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead.
But I am calling in for Tyler because he's probably pulling out like whatever little hair he has left in his head.
Okay, go ahead. You're going to explain P-score to Greg?
I'm going to do my absolute best.
Okay.
Because you're not doing a really good job. So
Okay,
in terms of P-score, I believe, takes the median score and kind of bases it off of the top score. So basically, in a nutshell, it helps really reward the home run hitters. Because let's say like you take a max event and you take first place in that lift and you outlift second place by like 40 pounds, it wouldn't make sense in a game scoring format for you to get 100 points and second place to only get just 5 points below that. So P-score rewards the home run hitter who can just basically outlift the entire field by a tremendous amount of weight. So first place, for example, would get 100 points, but because second place is so far behind first place, they wouldn't get 95. They would get probably like 80 or something like that. And basically, P-score just takes that top time, and I think they just go off of the median average of that. So it basically rewards the home run hitter, and then it just tremendously hurts someone who does really bad in the event.
Okay.
That was any better explanation at all.
You got the medium part in there.
I did.
Yeah, I need to see a formula. I'm kind of a math guy, so I still haven't heard much, but I think I get the idea.
But for you,
Yeah,
even
there
if
you
it's
go.
more fair, Greg, you're leaning on the side of like ability to convey to the audience has to be a premium, even if it means compromising a little fairness. And I'm making the assumption that P-score is more fair. I don't even know if it is.
In this bar in Coeur d'Alene has turtle races, and they're hugely popular.
Mhm.
And they just have these concentric circles, and you put the turtles in the center, and people are drinking and throwing money down, and it's the big thing. And if you had to, when it was all over, start weighing turtles and measuring their fucking dick size and adding other shit in the name of fairness, I think it loses something.
Right.
Should a guy in the Olympics, if his ring routine is so much fucking better than everyone else's, but he's fell behind on other events relative, do you want to address that? I believe the math of it, the reality of scoring is that every system introduces something that you can make an argument for it not working. You can come up with examples where that doesn't look so good. But you don't want I remember Tony used to put these workouts up on the board and he'd be 20 minutes explaining it. And then there's a chart where you take your score and go to the x-axis and take the y-axis and then add these things and divide by the square root of 2 times your age minus your weight. And people were just like, what the fuck, And I'm like, I was just do Fran. The anxiety it causes to explain, and I haven't seen this yet. I haven't seen anything yet, so I'm color me skeptical.
Because two people can't explain. Go ahead.
I do have a question for Greg. Sorry, I'm still on the line.
No, please go ahead.
Because among the posse of coaches on the show, in terms of programming for competitions. They're strongly against programming AMRAPs for competitions because more times than not, it punishes the fitter athlete, right? Let's say first place gets a full round and a half ahead of second place. They ended up doing X amount more work than second place. I guess in this scenario, P-score would help fix that. And I'm wondering if you're kind of on that same train of AMRAPs shouldn't ever belong in competition.
And why?
Because it punishes the fitter athlete. Let's say, for example, one year they had, I think it was Mary at the CrossFit Games, and Noah Olson and Carrie Pierce just absolutely obliterated her. I think getting almost like 2 rounds more than the second place athlete. So they're accumulating way more fatigue on the body, especially in a workout like Mary that had those, I think it was had the pull-ups in it, or maybe it was Cindy. I don't remember. One of those really high intense body weight workouts where they're accumulating far more fatigue in terms of pulling with pull-ups than the second place athlete.
Yeah.
So they're doing 2 more rounds, almost twice the amount of work than second place, but second place still only gets just 5 points less.
Hmm.
It'd be fun to have you explain this to a stadium full of people over the PA system. Hey,
Good.
Mark Ripito almost destroyed the very first games with the 6-hour, 7-hour rules fucking discussion.
Oh, for the total?
Even Dave just got up and went outside, and it turned out a big party outside, beer drinking and pull-up competition. Ripito was in there, so help me God, until 11 o'clock at night.
That damaged his and Mark's friendship, right? Greg's referencing the 2007 games. There was a CrossFit total, and I guess Ripito over-explained the total by 4 hours, and people lost their shit. All right, caller. Thank you.
Yeah, I just love to hear myself talk. Sorry.
Nah, you were great. You were great. You were great. Call back anytime.
Thanks for being here.
All right. Keep the scoring simple.
Right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I like to be able to follow the scoring. If it's going to be a competition, the scoring has to be followed, or else it's not a competition. You're not talking about the races and the scoring.
You know, the nice thing about a 400-meter run and the UFC is you don't need the victory explained to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that guy, the one on the bottom's getting his ass stomped, you know. And look, he won. He's first place. Do you enjoy the way the decathlon scored?
I don't know how it scored. Is it scored just each event equally?
Caleb? What's the deal on that?
Let's see. Decathlon.
I've had it explained to me before, and I found it painful to listen to.
It's not just each event is like 5 points.
Oh, here we go. They have a calculator on USA Track and Field website, so this ought to be good. Field event marks should be entered as metric marks only using the format 000. Time should be blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you're.
Oh, there's something you have to multiply certain events by. Look up top. Look at that. Look up top a little bit. If hand timed, add 0.14 for 400 meter. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. So if you get a 9.55 100-meter dash, you get some random amount of numbers per your score, 12:10. So if I long jump 10 meters, I get 16:06. If I shot put, what's a good shot put? Like 35 meters? Let's say 35.
Oh, and there's some calculation for it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't like that.
I'm surprised you get on the Wheaties box for that shit.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would have just guessed each one is like a point.
Women do do women do different? Get a different score for this? What the fuck? Women's outdoor tech. Let's see.
Do they have the formula? No, man, what a mess.
Yeah, no thanks. That's gay.
For instance, right?
Valid. I get it now.
What happens? How many? So there's 10 events, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would think you could just add up the placings. Lowest number's the guy on the Wheaties box.
Someone just sent me a link to the weighted arithmetic mean. I don't even want to bring it up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought that's where that was going.
Yeah, that's not fun. I guess that explains. Go ahead.
There's a 70-page document from the USA Track and Field with times and then subsequent point values, and it's just It's just 2 columns of numbers side by side, 6 columns wide.
How many pages?
70 pages.
I like
basketball. Track and field.
Hey, I like basketball, and even the 3-point line you would think would be too advanced for most people. What's that line out there? We get an extra point. What?
For what?
Yeah.
We're shooting it further.
Past that line. Oh man, we just lost half our audience.
Then there's another line where you only get 1 point. And there's certain circumstances where you can shoot from that line and get 1 point.
Right. You have the lines on your basketball court?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have the men's 3-point line, or is it the high school women's?
I don't know, and my court's not 90 feet or whatever either.
All right, fine.
But we have pickleball, volleyball, and basketball painted.
Dan Guerrero saying that we lost 100 viewers during that explanation.
That's actually not true.
I know, but it's still funny. Don't ruin it, kid. Tyler.
What happened? Somebody called me.
What's up, buddy? I love you. We were just saying we brought up P-score and we lost 100 live viewers. Okay. P-score.
Greg shit all over us.
I want to hear you explain it for no other reason, for comedic value. Hey, Greg, just so you know, Tyler's a very good friend of mine, very, very close friend of mine. And there was a show we did where he came on when I first met Tyler, where he explained the P-score. And it's the only show in the Sevon podcast that we never aired.
Because Sevon was so good at understanding what I was trying to say.
When I come on next week, maybe we should just talk about p-values.
There you go. Exactly. Oh yeah, Greg can totally understand where you're coming from, Tyler. He's a brother in the P.
I've always been interested in this because from the stories I've heard, and Greg can correct me if I'm right or wrong, is that Greg's dad went through a bunch of different models about how to score the games.
Yep, we looked at it.
And this started like 10 years ago for me, because when we phrase like every second counts, I was like, oh, that's right. That feels right. But we don't score that way. And then like when you have a situation where, one person finishes barely a second ahead of the other person, like they're as fit as each other in that domain. And so I was like, but they get 4 less points or whatever. And so that bothered me. And so I started thinking about like what that has on like the way we program and what we know that the human body can do. And so I kind of set out to solve it, even though that I had heard that your dad had done it. And I think your dad's probably a little bit more mathematically taught than I am. So anyway, the way it works, there's a bunch of different problems I had to solve for. I wanted to exclude bottom outliers because they interject all these issues, but I wanted to score how your performance ranks in the whole field. So I set the top at 100, and then I set the median at 50 points. And what that does is it just creates a y equals mx plus b of like a slope of seconds per pound or seconds per point, or points per second, points per pound. And then you just calculate, you enter their score in, and you'll get a straight line based on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so there's been all this outrage about, like, you know, it's a sport, and, you know, if you win by an inch, like, you deserve extra points. But to me, if we're finding the fittest on earth, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's not a test, that's a game.
I like your thinking. And I guess that's the distinction, Tyler, too, viewing it as a test or as a game.
It's always been where I come from. And I also know that, like, Greg's ultimate interest wasn't in the sport. But to me, so a swim event is a really good point on this. Like, Yona only had to be so good at swimming because he knew he was going to get first. So he just pulled up and got first. But we don't know what a CrossFitter or the world's fittest human is capable of doing in a swim event, while also being strong, while also being good at all these other things. So I'm like, we actually don't know what the human body is capable of based on the way we score. They're not incentivized to be as fit as they can, just as fit as the next person.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to use old workouts where you had a good body of data, like go to Beyond the Whiteboard,
Mm-hmm.
use and take the best ever at that workout as the standard for the field. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but it's interesting. It'd be fun to see what the numbers look like. And I understand what you're talking about, a game versus a test.
Sorry, I lost you, Tyler.
And so that was the major thing for me, was like, how do you create a scoring system? Like, you guys were talking about the decathlon. Like, those are all standard. They do those every single year. They know all the world records and stuff like that. But for us, it's always changing. And so how do you create something that can shoot a moving target?
The constancy from the open to the outcome, it's straight up and obvious. We know in the open who's going to win the games. One year, the women in the open came in 1 through 10, and they did the same thing in the final event, 1 through 10, same order.
That's wild.
And I would think that would prove what I'm saying. And this is based on, like, the open being programmed the way it used to be programmed, as opposed to, like, appealing to the masses. But the data pool is so large with the open, right? And so that brings credence to what Greg is saying. And that's what T-Score tries to solve for. Because I used to use a standard deviation model, which assumes that there's more people in the data pool that aren't there, right? And so if you only have 30, you're extrapolating out, like, this is what could be possible, and this is like the standard bell curve you would see in this event. But we don't have those people there, so I'm having to sort of guesstimate what is possible. But he's correct. Like, the open, like, that's the reason I don't for the open, and it makes no sense to, because the data is so large that it's like 100% correct.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Tyler.
Thanks.
Love you, buddy. Hey, someone. Oh shoot! I wanted to ask one more question. Someone asked, "Are you and John still friends?" All right.
Crazy morning.
Yeah, hell of a morning. I didn't think we'd be
You know,
talking.
I actually like studying and lecturing in an arena where no one has any interest.
How come?
Maybe it's just the quality of the conversation and interaction.
It kind of means you're talking about something important.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's a trip.
Sammy Davies, CrossFit. Does Sevi ever worry he's boring Greg with some of the facial expression? No, Greg's fun. Greg's easy.
Yeah, this is just like you and I talk.
Yeah. I had this thought this morning in the shower. I wanted to bring up to you because it's in the news quite a bit now. I don't remember the exact story, but didn't we have organizations that would spam our blog if we did something we didn't like? Like, didn't Coke or someone hire a bunch of moms or something at one point? It happened like 3 or 4 times. I was trying to remember.
I got thousands of emails from mothers of type 1 diabetics,
That's what it was.
and I had to build a filter for them. So if you said mom, type 1, and diabetes, it went into this special container. And then they quit coming. They sat in the special container. I probably have that somewhere. But the wording was nearly identical, all the way down to how ashamed I should be, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
So there was a group, and someone probably paid them, or they were part of some organization that gets sick on people.
Yeah, there was a name for them, and I'm not going to tell you who gave it to me, but it was a noted pediatric endocrinologist. They called them the type 1 terrorist moms, and the ADA or someone sends out the bat signal, and they'll write emails telling
And
you
they
about how this isn't fair to little Johnny or little Sarah, who didn't drink any Coca-Cola to get their diabetes.
Who is the singer? Who is the singer that
stupidity? Imagine if you said smoking causes cancer, and I got pancreatic cancer, and it had nothing to do with smoking. You know, you're supposed to say lung cancer. Smoking causes lung cancer.
Right.
I'll never do that again. I'm sorry.
Right. That was
and then I got this noted endocrinologist telling me that the sugar isn't off the hook for type 1 either. I'll do that. That's what I want to do. I want to get more emails from half-witted mothers of sick children.
and one of the Jonas Brothers was like doing interviews. He was a type 1, and he was doing interviews in front of giant Coca-Cola posters and banners, and
he's doing after concert and before concert interviews where the room's wallpapered in Coca-Cola.
right.
And telling me that he's never been sponsored by Coke. I go, no, it's the fucking tour.
Right.
I feel sorry for him.
Because he's an idiot?
No, I mean, he's not even such an idiot.
Well, weighing in on something like that is
Yeah, someone told him to do it. You know, you got management that tells you what the hot button important things are, and you don't know.
yeah.
I know he wished he hadn't. He got canceled for being a Trump guy.
Oh, he did?
I think he did.
Someone asked if you're familiar with the Fittest Doc. Yeah, Greg's friends with this guy. Greg probably doesn't know him as the Fittest Doc. Dr. Nick. He used to come around HQ all the time. Yeah, this is a great guy.
Yeah, Nick and I communicate.
Yeah, he's great. Dr. Nick. I need to follow
Infrequently,
him.
but for sure.
Yeah, he's got a great Instagram account. He's staying strong. Are you following Venezuela?
Kind of.
Yeah. Are we going in there? Do you have any thoughts on that? Are we going in there? They got all those birds down there in Puerto Rico that
I don't know what the plan is.
the tier 1 teams travel on.
Yeah.
It must be pretty hard living your life with a $50 million bounty on your head. That's what Nicolas Maduro has on his head.
So he's at risk.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. And it's just, you don't even have to catch him. You just have to give information regarding his capture. So, hey, he's going to be at McDonald's at 4 p.m. today, and they get him and you get 50 mil. I just want to submit fucking ideas of where I think he's at. That's crazy, right? That poster?
Just give ideas.
Yeah, just start submitting ideas of what
I could be wrong, but I think I saw him at Dave's ranch.
Yeah, exactly. Dave's 30 pounds and a mustache away from looking like that guy.
It looks like Dave's uncle.
Conspiracy to use and carry machine guns. Wait, let me read that. I'd never read that. For narco-terrorism, conspiracy, cocaine importation, conspiracy to use and carry machine guns and destructive devices in furtherance of a drug crime. A machine gun. God, that looks like it's from 1950. Cartel Souls Tips at DEA.gov. Email. All identities are kept strictly confidential. Yeah, right.
You better send in tips with your Proton mail.
Yeah. Miss Dizzledinger, that looks like my uncle. Yeah, you heard any backstory on why? If you go to the page, the Gov page for rewards, Greg, it says maximum reward the government will give is $25 million, and then right below it, it says $50 million for this guy. And they just Biden had it at 12 million, or no, I think Trump put it at 12 or 15 million his first year in office, and then his first term, and then second term he raised it to 25, and then 6 months in he raised it to 50. And the story is that someone whispered in Trump's ear that he was part of the election fraud.
In what? How?
Basically, that him and
I've heard this too, but I don't remember it.
Him and China. Venezuela and China, basically there's some machines that are used like in 27 countries, including the US, and they're called like Sesmatic voting machines. I think that's the brand, and that basically they own those, and that basically he's been influencing elections all over the world, Maduro's, and getting paid from China to do it. And then they've been laundering the money through Iran. I guess the story, I mean, I don't know if any of this is true, but I guess the story is that we can follow money anywhere it goes in the world except Iran. When it goes in there, it just vanishes. We don't know what happens to it.
Hawala money.
Had you heard that term, Hawala? Hawala money, Greg? I just learned that last month.
What is it?
Hawala money? Oh, let me see that Smartmatic thing again. I want to read that really quick. Let me see that Smartmatic. Yeah, is Smartmatic related to Venezuela? Smartmatic is a multinational company that builds and implements electronic voting systems. The company also produces smart cities. Oh, here we go. And gained attention quickly after it was chosen to replace voting machines in Venezuela ahead of Hugo Chavez's 2004 re-election. Yeah. Oh, Smartmatic has faced controversy for some of its actions in the Philippines during and after the 2020 United States presidential election. Smartmatic was the subject of numerous accusations and fraud conspiracy theories by Donald Trump and his supporters. Okay. Yeah, so it's funny in the news. All I ever heard about was the.
Okay, that's who that is. I know that suit from a different name, not Smartmatic, but that's the machine. What's the company? They got a huge
industry. That's different than Dominion, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Dominion that sued Liddell and got the big judgment.
Is that why Tucker Carlson lost his job? He said something.
I don't know.
Dominion.
I think his laugh probably bothered everyone.
Yeah, that too. It sounds like Dominion and Smartmatic are different companies. Dominion and Smartmatic are independent companies that split from each other in 2012. Okay, so they used to be the same company, but they split in 2012.
Interesting. I thought it was Dominion that sued Fox
Yeah.
and Liddell.
Before this election, Venezuelan government invested in a smaller company tied to Smartmatic through its owners. In return for the investment, Venezuela government agency received 28% stake and a seat on its board. How the fuck is anything from Venezuela affiliated with our elections?
Yeah, that's nuts.
And I guess I don't know if this number is true too, but I guess the revenue from oil and gold out of Venezuela and drugs is $1 trillion a year, and that basically they do run the cartel, the Mexican cartel, out of Venezuela. That's the belief. That's what the news is reporting. $1 trillion seems like a lot, right? But those are three pretty big industries: drug, oil, and gold.
Yeah, that all sounds plausible.
Yeah. Clock. The only connection between Soros and Smartmatic is through its chairman, Lord Mark Malakoff Brown, who worked with Soros in the past and serves on the global board of Soros's Open Society. Open Society.
That's funny. The only connection. Okay, then.
Oh, interesting.
The head guy. It's been they had Fung on the CrossFit podcast, and he was talking about quality of calories versus calories in, calories out, and people lost their fucking mind about it. Are you? What side of the fence do you fall on? Nah.
What's the issue?
That basically it's the body's just a I don't know what the word is, but basically 2,000 calories of high fructose corn syrup and 2,000 calories of broccoli. Same thing. Fuel is fuel for the human body, and that that the weight loss, like if you want to lose weight, just do caloric restriction. It's all determined by the calories you eat. And Fung's notion is it's more complicated than that. That there's a hormonal response from
Clearly there is
eating shit.
Yep.
Mr. Jason Fung. And Dave got into it with people pretty good on his YouTube channel. I thought Dave explained it pretty well.
Yeah, I sent him some stuff.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Chiefly my interview with Scott Connolly.
Oh, was this their podcast?
Yeah, from a month ago.
You know, when you brought him to the games that one year and spoke at the health conference there?
Yeah.
I think that might be the most popular piece of content ever on CrossFit's YouTube page. I want to say it's got like 10 million views.
Interesting.
He's interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him.
I do too. I mean, that's why I had him out. He said that caloric restriction doesn't work as a dieting strategy, but his intermittent fasting does. And I pointed out that that's caloric restriction.
Right.
It's also low fat. It's also low carbohydrate.
In what sense? In the fact that you're fasting?
That you're
right.
not eating.
Right.
I sent that Men's Health piece to you, didn't I? You, Dave, and Emily?
Yeah, and I started scanning through it, and just the fact that they won't talk about the different kinds of carbs made me feel very disingenuous. I just skimmed it. What did you think?
It feels like Sponsored material.
From people who want to push carbs.
Food and beverage industry.
Yeah, the soda people.
Mm-hmm.
Caller, hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay, cool. I just got a question for you. Well, actually, long time listener, first time I'm calling in. Just got a question for you guys. I guess the question is for Greg. I would like to get some input, some maybe advice on how to go about like maybe starting my own gym. Been doing CrossFit for a little bit, but yeah, I'm at that point. I try to I want to do kind of like my own thing, but I have this idea like just maybe starting like some like community workouts. But I don't know exactly like where to start, what to get, or how to go about it. And then just little by little, just get my name out there, and then hopefully one day start my own box. So any advice?
Yeah, find people to train.
Yeah,
Make them pay you. Do
for like the
such
very beginning, or
you get overrun.
yeah, okay. Yeah, because I mean, right now we're actually I'm helping out with a nonprofit for kids. We go to schools and we do like after school programs, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also at the same time, yeah, we want to just make it like, oh, at least myself, I want to do like into the next step. Do my own thing instead of like doing something for somebody else.
Hey, where do you
Yeah.
train? Where do you train personally? Where do you train personally?
I actually live in Oregon. I train in a small gym in one of the small towns. It's called Banks.
Mhm.
We are de-affiliated. We're not like CrossFit gym anymore, but we still do the same shit. So kind of the same thing, right? We're not just paying.
I used to work out at the UC Berkeley Rec Center when I first started CrossFit. I would go in there, and a guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "CrossFit." He said, "Can you teach me?" I said, "Sure." And then I had 2, and then I had 3, and then I started going to a park near my house. And then before I knew it, every single day I'd pull my pickup truck up, and there'd be 10 or 15 people there waiting to work out with me. I never charged any of them, but it was just because they hadn't seen the movements. And I think that there's shitloads of people still out there like that who haven't seen the movements. And so if like you're
Yeah.
training at a park and you bring a bar and you're doing cleans, or you bring a D-ball out there and there's a pull-up bar at the track where there was at the track I was at, I would just work out and people would just start coming. And someone
Okay.
else to see who's really doing an incredible job right now is do you follow Jason Kalipa?
Yes.
Okay, so he does that class every morning or once a week. I don't know if he does every morning or once a week, but he has that class that he does at 5 a.m. for free, and it started with just him and like 5 guys, and now there's 50 guys at it. I don't think he charges for it, but that's basically just get out there and show people what's possible. Get out in the right setting. It's going to be hard to pick up clients in the CrossFit gym because everyone there already has a coach
Yeah.
and knows what they're doing, right?
Yeah, that's true. What about the equipment though? Do you think like can I start just getting some like my hands on like some medicine balls that will be easy to carry, and then start teaching people the basics? Or yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kalipa just is using sandbags,
Okay.
and it's really he's built this really cool community. Now, of course, he had a big name and he had a few people to start with, but
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I think I was talking with somebody else, and I think one of the biggest things too is the like the membership fee. It can be so expensive for some people because they'd rather spend money on their kids, like doing the sports, this and that, so they don't have the disposable income to actually spend on the gym. So yeah, that would be something to look into at work. But I think that's a great idea. Just go to the park and start there.
yeah, and people who aren't working harder than what they get paid for will never grow. You understand that concept?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're getting paid
Yeah,
$7 an hour for a job, being a cashier at 7-Eleven. and it's only the person who picks the boss sees picking up trash out front or staying an extra minute to make sure everything's good before they leave. That's the only person who gets a raise and gets eventually promoted to manager. And so you got to start somewhere and be giving more value than what people are giving you. And then from there, people will see the value and it'll grow. I think a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true. Yeah.
Do you
Well,
love,
guys,
do you love
thank
it?
you
Do you
for-
love what you're doing? Do you want to help people?
Oh, that's the best thing. That's the best thing of the day, man. When I go and coach people, that's the
Awesome.
best part. Yeah.
I understand.
All right, brother. Thank you.
It's, well, thank you for taking the call,
Thank
and
you.
I
Yeah, the
will
part.
reach out again soon.
Okay, good. Yeah, let us know when you have a client.
Okay, I will.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Did we block fake Sevon for any reason? No. I don't know. No. You can unblock everyone except for 4 people.
Okay.
What do you got going on today, Greg?
I'm the kids, school, and I have a Zoom call with Trina Willie and the rigger.
Oh, that's cool. Are you getting? And you're getting Friday? You're speaking at the Saturday? You're speaking at the MetFix seminar in Jacksonville.
Indeed.
How do you feel about that? What do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah, broken science.
Or the most recent rendition, the 1 hour rendition?
Yeah.
And where is that? Is there availability still for that?
I would think so.
They would just go to metfix.com.
I'm so ill informed. Haley booked my ticket. She'll send it to me tomorrow in a text. And I'll look at it and I'll go to the airport. And when I get off the plane, Waddell will be there.
Yeah.
And they'll take me to the hotel, and then I'll know what time I'm talking Saturday, and I'll hang out and be social. And Sunday, I'm coming home.
Brian Clark, I'll be there, Greg.
Good, Brian.
That's awesome. Oh, here we go. My favorite subject. Greg, Jake Chapman from The Base Show. Make sure you check it out. If you're up in the middle of the night and driving, make sure you check out The Base Show live from the Isle of Man in Europe. Small island between Ireland and the United Kingdom. Greg, I'm struggling with the idea of homeschooling the kids with the new baby whilst working my coaching hours. Any advice for staying patient with the process?
None at all. And I know Maggie would probably find it hilarious that anyone would ask me for advice on patience. I almost couldn't say anything without being hypocritical.
How old are your kids, Jake? Why don't you just take them to work with you? Give them a gig. Have them clean up, sweep. I just I went out on a limb and I bought this. Well, first I came in from the podcast one day and my son Joseph is sitting on the kitchen island with Sharpies, drawing on a piece of paper, and I go, "Hey, dude, pick up that piece of paper." And he looks, and underneath the Sharpie's gone through and put all these marks on the counter. He's like, "Fuck," and I'm like, "Dude, I've told you a million times not to ever use Sharpies." So I was leaving town to go film in Spartanburg this weekend, but before I left, I ordered him like this $56 kit of like just insane markers. You know what I mean? Like one of those ones that folds out and there's like 200 markers in it. And I bought him a sketchbook, 9x12 sketchbook. And I came home 5 days later and he's moved to the dining room table and the book's got 20 pictures in it.
It's got what?
20 pictures in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, in the way I think of it too, if those 20 pictures took him, let's say 10 hours of drawing and I spent $55 on the markers and the binder, that was $10 an hour for babysitting.
No, I get it.
You know? And so it's like,
my kids will sit around with glue, the girls, glue
Yeah.
and scissors and paste, or crayons, markers. You can just go through like Staples and they've got a kind of a craft row. Just get bags of fun shit you throw in front of them and they figure out
like eyeballs and shit.
I was just
cotton
going to
balls.
say that. Yeah, bag of eyeballs. And,
Yeah.
multi-cut pipe cleaners.
6 and 8, they do come with me. Coaching hours will be 5 to 10. Wow. And 5 to 9. Wow. From December. We will find a way. Wow. Yeah, those are long stretches. I don't think a bucket of eyeballs will keep them busy for 5 hours. Yeah, that's intense.
Mm. Well, guys, I got to run.
Okay. Hey, do you know where these chairs, what kind of chairs these are that we have?
Yeah, X chair.
X chair. Yours is an X chair too?
I'm sorry.
The one you're sitting on now is an X chair?
That broke up for me.
Oh, the one, like, you got me this one. This one's an X chair. How about the one you're sitting on?
X chair.
Oh, okay. Just a different model, different headrest.
Yeah, that's all I have. I don't know. I think it's the same. I think I have the headrest up higher.
I love this chair. I've never gotten up from, every time I sit, I shouldn't even plug the chair like this. Every time I sit in this chair, I feel better than when I sat in it. I'm never like, oh, my back or nothing.
The lumbar support action is miraculous.
Yeah, it's cool. Sometimes my shirt gets pinched in it, but I don't care.
Maybe you could adjust it a little. I find it supremely comfortable.
Yeah. And it's got all sorts of knobs and shit on it for like how quickly you want it to lean back, or like infinitely adjustable.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't get hot in it either. My butt never gets sweaty.
It's an amazing chair.
Well, because it has cooling gel contoured M foam in the seat, Savon. That's why you don't overheat in it.
Yeah.
It's probably giving me testicular cancer.
M foam.
They should have. Hey,
Patent pending.
no, I won't even open that subject. All right, thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Caleb. Good seeing you.
Good to see you,
I'll talk-
Greg.
Come on out, Sevy. Come. Let's hang.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We got rain today again.
Yeah, it's sprinkling. It's been sprinkling on and off here for a few days. It's nice, but it's warm outside. It's probably I'm not even exaggerating. It's probably 70 degrees here and completely overcast. And it's early. It's only 8:30 in the morning.
Rain very different here in the desert than we do in Santa Cruz.
Yeah. I'll bug Maggie and find out what the schedule is.
Good.
All right.
All right,
Love you. Bye.
guys.
Later.
Greg got this 6-time heavyweight Brazilian champion black belt to coach his kids 2 hours a day, 3 days a week at his gym. He sent me photos. It's sick. I want to bring my kids there so bad. Yo,
Good morning, boys. Happy hump day.
how's the
Right,
UFC UCF show coming?
The UCF show's not going too well, but the UFC one is going real good. It's going really well.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, so that's why I called in. Shameless little plug. We've been Spitfire Dylan and I have been, I don't know, five non-live shows, gather material, make clips, all the things. We're putting those together. We've released, and the plan is go
What's the
follow
Instagram
Rear
account?
Naked Takes.
What's the Instagram account?
Rear Naked.
Rear
is the
Naked
name.
Hose? What did you
There's-
call it?
Rear Naked Hose for shows. Takes TAKES.
Rear Naked Takes. God, that's so good.
But they have a period between rear.naked.takes. So it's not
Mm.
actually rear naked takes, because there's another channel that's called rear naked takes, but it's all one word. So you have to
They
use a
copied us,
period
dude.
between all of the.
Rear
Each
Naked
word.
Takes. And is the show, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes. So we're putting stuff. We're loading up Instagram first, putting stuff on YouTube. We're thinking of just releasing the 5 episodes that we've done. They're pretty. We're figuring stuff out. Caleb was gracious enough to come on one of them to help us out. We're thinking of putting those on the YouTube channel so people can like watch that. And then the plan is tomorrow, Thursday, October 23rd. We're going to go live at 6 p.m. Eastern, So that's 5 Central, 4 Mountain, and then 3 p.m. Time. We're going to go live where we'll most likely review last week's fight night, but we'll definitely go over what's coming Saturday, which is going to be epic. So we'll go over that, and then we sprinkle in other, dad talk, political stuff, current events, stuff like that. Girls that have no gag reflex and that I'm seeing, stuff like that.
I think
So,
fighting and
gonna be
girls
cool.
that have no gag reflex is a great combo.
I mean, does it get any better?
Yeah, no.
Especially if they're happening at the same time. Wow. So yeah, shameless little plug. Tomorrow at 6 Eastern, we will go live on rear.naked.takes YouTube. And I tell you, man, Dylan is he's a fighter. He's a father, but this dude is a good dude. He's super passionate. He's wise. I think he's 30. He's wise beyond his years. He has really good insights. I'm the quote unquote casual fight fan who's dabbled in the world of jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So I can come with my this is my perspective, and he'll kind of bring the fighter perspective and kind of deep dive on some stuff. And it's been really fun. We've recorded some really cool long episodes with some really cool stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Awesome.
Hey, I think you should put the link to your YouTube channel in that Instagram bio. Since there's
That's a
two
great idea.
accounts.
I thought we already did that.
No, since there's
Dude,
two of
Jeremy-
you guys, one of them's doesn't even get, the other channel doesn't get used at all. So but obviously that's the one people will find first.
Okay.
That's,
Yeah, we'll do that today.
But I like the reels. The reels look really good.
I cannot
Thanks,
believe
Bob.
how much Jeremy looks like fucking Shock G. It's fucking crazy.
Who?
Shock G, Humpty Hump, the guy from
Who's
Digital
that?
Underground.
Oh,
It's
is that his name?
yeah,
Dude,
it's crazy.
that'll be our intro music.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh wow!
I thought you
Yeah.
said I look like Alex Pereira.
Sorry, dude. Now you
wish.
look like Shock G. It's crazy. This isn't gonna really do it justice, but
Funny.
there he is with Tupac.
Yeah,
God,
That's funny.
I could see it.
oh my! You look more like,
That's
hey,
funny.
dude.
What
You look
happened?
more like Shock G than Shock G looks like Shock G. It's
I've been keeping a secret from you all this time.
it's
I'm actually him.
crazy.
He is,
God, I used
whatever
to
happened to homeboy?
I don't know. I used to love Digital Underground though. You're like a juiced up version of fucking Shock G. Like if he did roids instead of fucking crack.
That's funny. That's funny. That's good stuff.
And even the
Big nose and the glasses,
even the
right?
glasses. It's you don't really have a big nose. You just have like a well-defined nose. Do you know what I mean? The difference, look, Dylan's doesn't he's just fucking white and there's no shadows or lines. His nose just vanishes into his face. Yours isn't really big, but it's like a it looks like it's assembled on after your face was there. You know what I mean? It's just
If you think my nose is impressive, you should see.
it's more your nose that has a definition. Oh shit!
character.
Jake Chapman said a message. Jeremy has to update his Tinder page and his LinkedIn page and added podcaster to it.
That'll put me over the hump, dude. I'll get all the girls. Thanks, Jake. He's always he helps me out quite a bit, man. He's like my life coach.
Jake's
Jake
great.
the life coach.
Jake's great.
Good dude. Good dude. Hell yeah.
Your nose
What do
is
you got planned today?
your nose is big like a pickle. I'm still getting paid. Yeah, nice, Schweitzer. Yeah, he knows. Schweitzer is Scott same age as me? Scott Fitty. He's in his
I feel like
50s.
He's around that. He might have a year or two plus or minus.
God,
What are you, like 60 now? I forget how old you are.
I'm 53. Humpty Hump is
52?
big. Someone said something the other day
Oh,
to me, and the implication was that I was like 65. It was crazy. Like,
Oh,
wow,
he's
that hurts.
like 50. He's in the 55 to 59 age
Uh,
group.
Scott is?
Yeah, 55.
Oh,
there you
shit.
go.
I thought he was what I thought. That's what I thought. Maybe they were saying you're mature like a 65-year-old.
No,
Maybe
they
that's-
said something like,
Oh, your audio's gone, Seven.
how about now?
Oh, there. Now it's back. Yeah.
How old is Greg now? There it is.
I want to say
Nice.
Greg's. I don't know. My wife knows that kind of stuff. I don't know. Definitely in his 60s.
Does he have any more kids?
I can't speak
Think
on
he's
that.
done?
I can't speak on that, but that's a great question, dude. That is a great.
I mean,
that
like
is-
he's a guy like
he's
he
at
just
10.
keeps doing a thing, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I mean. Like you don't have 10 kids and then have an easy time of not having more kids, right? Like
Yeah.
once you get past like 4,
Yeah.
it's like this is what we do. We just have babies, and Greg has babies, man. Like he's got more babies for decades he's been alive. Like it's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next
Stay.
week's first
Stay.
question.
Stay. Yeah. Yeah. Do that. Call in and ask him if he's having more. That's a great question. And I had 415s in the back of my 77 Volkswagen Rabbit.
Oh man, you were
no back
bumping,
seat.
huh?
Yeah, no back seat. No, took out the back seat.
All right, stop what you're doing,
Built the box myself.
because I'm
Pink carpet on it.
about to ruin the image in
The Radio Shack 15s because I couldn't afford like the nice Rockford Fosgates or anything. Just the Radio Shack.
style that
You
you
know,
used to.
you know
I
when
look
Sean Woodland said Matt Frazier's running across the field, what can't this man do?
Yeah.
For you, it's like, what hasn't this man done?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like
it
what
really
you
is
just
like that.
said.
You know what? I woke
Puts
up
it
this
over the
morning
top.
and I had a. It's so crazy you said that. I woke up this morning and I remembered this thing I did, and I can't even believe that I did this. But I had so that I wanted to call one of my buddies from high school and ask him if this is true. I had this PE teacher named Mrs. Barnes, a big, cool lady, fucking cool. Typical.
Big tits.
Huge tits, probably lesbian, pretty fat, but like still in shape. The short dyke haircut, but she was cool as shit. I really liked her. And anyway, the class was running one day and I made some excuse not to run. And she said, okay, will you drive down there and make sure that they turn around this corner? I said, no problem. And I had the keys. So for some reason I had her keys. So instead of going to that spot to watch the kids running off campus and like tell them which way to go, I beelined to a hardware store and duplicated all of her keys.
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy.
And then every fucking like Friday and Saturday and Sunday night, I'd open up the gym at the high school, and me and my friends would go in there and play. And we worked out and shit. Like we would set up the badminton courts, we'd play basketball, we'd play volleyball. We'd be drunk as fuck too. We'd bring like Goldschlager and Jägermeister in there. And we just we did that forever. And I was just like, holy, and I hadn't had a memory of that. And like, I don't even know if I've ever remembered that. But I remember this morning I was lying in bed and I remembered that. I'm like, is that even fucking true? Am I making this story up? Yeah, she was cool.
I mean, that
Mrs.
sounds like
Barnes.
something you would do.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's
Hey,
when
we
did you get caught? How did you get caught?
No, we never got
Did
caught.
you get
We
caught?
never got caught.
Damn.
And I think I passed the
You still have the
keys.
keys?
I don't know. I probably passed them on to some other kids, but when I graduated. But we would also play tag in there with the lights off, so it would be pitch dark, and there'd be like 15 of us in there playing tag. It was so fun. It's probably the most exercise I got all of high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure the only thing you haven't done is relations with another man. But I mean, I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong about that.
I have secrets.
Oof. What would it take? What kind of donation would it take to get you to talk about that?
No, I've actually talked about it on the show. I had one accident with a tranny at a Halloween party in San Francisco. I got saved by a friend. That's my only.
Is that an accident in quotations or like
What? Say it
actual?
again.
Is that an accident in quotations or is that an actual accident?
Dude, you haven't heard the no, it was a I walked into this party. It's called the Erotic Exotic Ball. Do you know this? Do you know the story about the time I pissed in a trash can and the trash can, 50-gallon trash can got filled with piss in the middle of a party?
Yes.
Okay, so it was that same party.
Same party?
And I walked into
Okay.
this fucking party, and it used to be called the Hookers Ball, and prostitutes would go there in San Francisco, and you'd go in there and fuck hookers, and then they would raise money and donate it to orphanages in San Francisco. But eventually that became illegal, so they changed it to the Erotic Exotic Ball. There's probably a crazy wiki page on it. And I walked in there and there was this chick just with huge tits, and I ran over and put my tits in its face, and it started kissing me. And then my buddy just came over right away and yanked me off, and they're like, "Hey, dude, that's a dude."
Oh,
And from that
do
moment
you have a
on,
moment where you're just
from
like,
that
oh
moment
my
on,
God,
I was gay. I should have quit drinking.
that's what
then.
did it?
Yeah, that should have been a the erotic exotic ball, often referred to as the ball or Perryman's exotic erotic ball, was held annually from 79 to 2009 on a weekend. Oh, they don't do it anymore? Yeah, it was on Halloween. Hey, dude,
Oh,
I went there one year with my buddy and my buddy Patrick, and there were like 15 of us who went. And as we walked in, he was so drunk, we just took him right away to the medical tent and left him there. And then we partied there for 5 hours and then picked him up from the medical tent.
Damn.
We would
That's the worst, man. You go to a party and you're already that fucked up.
We would drink.
Oh
do you
my
remember
God.
Cisco's? We would drink Cisco's. Oh yeah, I remember it being called the Masquerade Ball too. We would drink Cisco's. 40s of Cisco's.
What is that, like what is this? Is that malt liquor? Or?
I don't know what. I think it was just like vodka and like flavored water. I don't. It's like some 1980s, 90s shit.
You want me to barf all over your shoes? Give me some of that. Ugh.
Yeah, it was.
I'm bougie.
Thomas, you know how I know you're gay? Because you kissed a guy. Thomas, you know how I know you're gay? You know how we all know you're gay? We have multiple data points, buddy.
Thomas was fighting with me before in the comments about DEI.
Thomas. Oh, what was he saying?
He said the reason DEI, if I caught his gist correctly, the reason DEI is a thing and it's so prominent is because all the racism and all the sexism, bigotry, all that stuff decades ago. And while there might be some truth to that, the sentiment I'm trying to get with
Yeah,
Thomas
so what's his point? So
DEI
what's his point?
exists because there's that, but DEI exists because retards are trying to correct the past. You can't. You can learn from it and do better now, but doing things like DEI, it doesn't correct the past. It actually just makes the present worse. It makes everything worse. If we're hiring people not on standards, that doesn't make up for the fact that those people who might have been disadvantaged 60, 70 years ago, it doesn't do anything good for them, doesn't do anything good for society. So what good does DEI do?
It causes airplanes to go down at Boeing, and it causes child molesters to get off from DEI magistrates. And it gives us dumb fuck Supreme Court justices.
There you go. And those are big picture things.
Okay.
But even
So he
things.
says he agrees DEI is dumb. Hey, that's
Oh,
but
well,
Thomas,
fine.
there's 1,000 reasons it exists. That's not the only reason. It's because it's because people are stupid. Like that's probably a more valid reason than the one Thomas gave.
Yeah, there's a little validity to that. You create. I think that just civil rights and creating equality for everybody is the way to go, right? We all can agree that if you just give everyone the equal rights, that boom, there you go. You've corrected things in the past. But when you take it a step further, you actually go right back to the past. Hey, you're black, so you have preferential treatment. Well, now you're just saying because I'm a skin color, not hey, because you get good grades, because you blah blah blah. Did you hear Michelle Obama talking about that? She like self-admittedly was like, yeah, I didn't get good grades, but it was because I was black and affirmative action. That's the same as like racism. Like that's the same discrimination, at the very least. Because you look a certain way, you have a vagina versus a wiener, your skin is darker.
There are jobs
because you got this.
There are jobs,
scholarship.
yeah, and there are jobs where your looks do matter. Stripper, bouncer, shit like that.
Yeah, and they even mess that up sometimes. But I mean,
Yeah.
there's no world in which DEI fits in, and you can call it a good thing. There's no existence where it's like, yeah, I get it. We needed DEI because they were so bad 70, 60 years ago, whatever, that we needed to go completely. There's kind of this over course correction in society. You could look at administration. One administration, Biden did it this way, Trump's doing it this way, and it's a crazy course correction. Some of it may be too far or whatever. Instead of like, hey man, like let's Let's figure out what works for everybody, not just for one group.
Love and
and let's go there.
equality and merit for all.
That's it.
Love and
America.
equality, and yeah.
That's simple, Thomas.
All
Where
right,
does he
brother.
live?
Thank you.
He's like UK, right?
He's in fucking. I can't tell you. I need to be chill for a second. You'll figure out in a second why. I need to be chill. But I would tell you more about. I'll tell you more about Thomas
Jake,
tomorrow.
if he lives here over there, do something with your boy, Jake.
All right.
Save him.
All right.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Love you too. Love, peace, equality, happiness, fitness, CrossFit. Speaking of CrossFit, Mr. Chase Ingram.
Good morning.
Did you get a haircut for today's show?
I did not.
Oh, you look young. Is that because your hair's all poofy and wafted?
Probably. I usually wear a hat. I like my guest title based off the conversation you guys were having.
Yeah, DEI podcast guest. Hey, I'm so excited about this show.
Thank you.
And you guys are coming out with a bang with Tia and Dave and games location announcement. When are they going to tell you the location?
Probably like they usually do is at the very last minute so I can react to it naturally.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Will there be, was there something else they were going to share too? Are they going to share the location of the European Open?
I don't know if that is going to be announced just yet. I know we'll have Tia on like right at the jump. Like we're going to hit you guys with location right from the start. We're not going to tiptoe around it. We're going to open the show, bring Tia on, drop where the games are going to be. Once Tia's off and she's done that, we'll hit up Dave and we'll talk shop about the season, about the location choice, what they're looking forward to, and got a little top 10 things I've seen in the fitness space over the last week to break down as a little fun outro, and we'll be out. Like, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time with a lot of fluff. We're just going to give you guys some breaking news and bounce.
Hey, look at all your guys' hair in this picture. What the hell is year from Dave?
Dave's
Look at Dave's hair. Dave look like a Mexican Amish dude. That's crazy. I'm looking. The chat's already going crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. How often is this podcast going to be?
We're getting weekly. So the time that we have today, the noon Central, so 10 a.m. Pacific, is the time we'll keep every week. We'll go live. And then the CrossFit podcast will be on Thursdays. So the CrossFit podcast is still rolling. It's still kicking ass. We're just going to be in addition to on the game site.
And this is the live stuff is kind of a huge leap. It's like in the last 6 months, right?
Yes, especially for the CrossFit podcast, which I think is huge. I mean, that was I remember we started getting the programming. We did everything. We recorded it and then we posted it. And you pressured us into going live, and it's one of the scariest things I've ever done.
Dave pressured me into going live. He's like, "Hey, it'll teach you how to bite your tongue a little bit." It didn't work, but that was his plan.
That definitely didn't take. I would argue almost the opposite.
The cool thing about live is this: at the end of the day, it's 100% a community builder.
Mm-hmm.
So even if people hate you or like you, either way, they'll all come in there and they'll hang out, and you'll start building a cohort. And what happens with the people who, a lot of the people who hate you, is not only do they hate you, but they won't let other people outside hate you. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like if we're sitting around being critical of the games, like that was stupid, they had the overhead squat there, but Tanner Shuck says it, we'll all go over there and ass pound them. Okay, shut the fuck up. Don't talk about my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think going live is absolutely brilliant, and it's at the core of what CrossFit is.
Yeah, I mean, we can't be afraid of pushback. I mean, we can't be afraid of competition. That's never been what CrossFit's been about to begin with. Right. And so when we had the games podcast originally, when we started back in 2021, we just recorded and played everything except for that year we did, I think
that was you and Sean. That was you and Sean.
It's just me.
Oh, just you. It's just you.
Yeah, it was just me. Like, so Dave came to me after the 2021 games and wanted to start the CrossFit Games podcast. But it was really cool because the first 4 episodes, because I think the games were 4 days long, it was me and Dave just breaking down the programming for each day. It was a super cool behind the scenes with him. And then after that, he basically just left it up to me to get it going. And we did a lot of recorded things. We posted them. The live shows we did were always post games in 2022 Open. And were the biggest shows we did. We do the Open, we do a recap show. That basically took the place of the recap show. but we never really did any live things after that, which I thought was pretty unfortunate. And then we did the semifinal coverage for the 2023 season. So pulled that rabbit out of a hat, which was fun. And then, yeah, it went away. Now we're bringing it back, rebranding it, and we're just going to go live and just get in the mix with people.
I'm trying to think about the way back origins, like kind of pre-podcast was Tommy and Sean and like Miranda and Sherwood, and they sat at a desk. More like, do you remember those shows? Those
Man,
were like,
I think the originator was Justin Judkins with CrossFit
with
Radio.
CrossFit Radio. Hey, that's a great point. That's a great, and there was no video to that. That was just audio.
That was before podcasts or really YouTube shows were a thing. And Justin, it was really a radio show. But if you think about it, with the post audio stuff, it was kind of the first CrossFit podcast in the space that he ran on his own for a long time.
Yep. And then it sort of pivoted to that studio show, would you say?
Yes.
And then just sort of these blips then where you would pop up for some time and then something would happen and you'd go away and you'd pop up and go away and pop up. Well, will this be all year, you think?
We want to do it all year.
And boy, you're going to build a great crowd of people if you do that. And obviously this first one's really exciting because there'll be some information released. And I think that that's a total key to success for that podcast, is that it's just every week breaking something. Do you know what I mean? Because if you say anything, all of us will pick up on it, right?
Right.
Even if like you're like, yep. And Dave, I overheard Dave say that him and Bill are working on a new implement. Fucking, we'll talk
I might
about
not
that
say that.
Well, you know what I mean. We'll talk about that for 2 weeks. It doesn't take much to spin all of us up. No pun intended. Barbell Spin, fastest, most reliable news source in the space. I'm really excited. And what about the other fitness challenges, like in the periphery? Will you guys also be talking about like WFP or Rogue or Wodapalooza or Crash, or like, will you guys be? Is there anything that's off the table?
I would say is that a lot of things you want to promote and support are those that are also promoting and supporting CrossFit in the space. So those off-season events or things outside the game season that are part of this ecosystem, we'll talk about for sure.
Right. Okay.
Because it's a heavy lift across the board, especially in the off season. I mean, you guys know this, like for those that are vested in the game space, this is the toughest time of year between games and open.
Yeah.
And now that is
the best time for media to go bonkers.
Right. And to get honestly, and to get better, because it's pretty low hanging fruit during the game season. You just talk about what's happening. But I think people really start to cut their teeth and really earn their keep in a content wise when they can do it when there's a scarcity out there.
Yeah.
And it forces us to get pretty creative, which is why we created a CrossFit Jeopardy on our Get With The Program podcast, because we just wanted to create something that was all encompassing in the CrossFit space. But with this now is that, look, we're going to break the games location today. And then in the next couple of weeks, we're going to break who the semifinal events are going to be, how many they're going to be, what spots they're going to be. All of that type of information we want to release on that show to give to everybody in a formal setting with maybe an informal kind of host, and just give people information to talk about. Right. And then
formal host. I love it.
And then go ahead.
I got a question for you, and I don't want you to get upset with me.
Okay.
I heard a rumor about today's show. I heard that Dallin Pepper also will be coming on to talk about his situation at Wodapalooza, his 50 cows on the bike. Can you confirm or deny any rumors about Dallin coming on? I heard that he's going to be a surprise guest.
I can't confirm or deny that is going to happen today, but
I'm really excited about that.
It would be something I would like to maybe talk to him about next week before Rogue, of which he will not be attending.
Yes.
And
okay. He could be both. He could be both. He could be both. Yeah, we could never get enough of Dallin. Okay.
Rumors say he may be free, so it sounds like a pretty good co-host to bring on for the day to talk about Rogue.
Yeah. And here's another tough question for you. When you guys refer to other events, will you be like, yes, at an event this weekend, Mike Needleman did blah, blah, blah? Or will you actually say the name of the event? Will you say at Crash, Mike Needleman did blah, blah, blah?
Oh, we're 100% saying Crash.
Okay.
In fact,
okay.
if you guys,
So you guys aren't afraid to say names of other events.
Hell no. Yeah.
Okay.
It,
That's
look,
very cool.
if J.R. Howell programmed a semifinal event, that dude's name and his event is going to be named on the Cross the Games podcast, right? Because he is an addition to the space in a major way, just beyond an event in the off season, right? But at the end of the show, I do have 2 shout outs to Crash on a countdown.
Oh,
Yes.
and it was filmed beautifully. And I know the guys who filmed it. You have consent to use all footage from Crash however you wish. I'll sign on the dotted line. Hey, what did you think about Crash?
It was awesome.
Did you get a chance to watch any of it?
So what was fun was I was out of town. I was on vacation. This is my wife's 40th birthday. So we just disappeared for about 5 days last week while you guys were live. So what was fun was coming home on the flight back and then catching up a little bit yesterday on all the footage and what you guys were doing. So I think it was the best setup you guys have had so far, which is a nice way to retool and basically try new things in a smaller, more controlled setting for you guys, just to advance what you guys keep doing, which is fantastic.
I thought you were going to say you just watched it during the refractory period. That's a term I learned my sophomore year in biology. Hey, what about John Young and Tyler fighting on the air? I saw someone wrote that. I thought someone wrote it's not very professional. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's a distance. I thought one of the greatest moments in CrossFit Games coverage, fitness coverage ever was the NorCal Classic when Taylor
I didn't see
and
that.
Ackerman. That shit was crazy.
Those
and
are
when John and Tyler fought, it's a go ahead, play this. Go ahead.
Actually thinking about it when they're finishing.
Oh, they're leaving. I don't care. Okay, he knew already.
Why are you guys fighting? I want to know why you guys are fighting. John's fucking texting people scores.
No.
Oh shit.
I'm not. Tyler's freaking out for no reason.
Anyway,
he is friends with Grant. He is friends with Grant.
It's not. Stop.
Chase, I find these moments, although maybe not appropriate for every broadcast, I think we can pull that off with the Sevon broadcast team. What do you think? I think that those are exciting, engaging moments.
I think that is exactly why people love what you guys bring to the space with these broadcasts. Like, this is what they come for, right? That's what we need in the space, in addition to maybe a more formal broadcast that we'd see at the CrossFit Games. Obviously, it's made for TV. It's made for documentaries. One is best coverage we have there. But we also want the option to do something at which you guys do. And both can live in the same space. And I would argue both help each other. So I think it's a huge value add.
Thank you. I like your perspective. Last weekend in the UFC, there was a fight and a dude got kicked in the nuts twice in like a 1 minute period.
In the fight?
In the fight.
Okay.
And he had to take a 5-minute break, and the whole time he's just rubbing his cup, you know what I mean, and adjusting it and pulling his pants out and looking down in it. And I realized that's the sport I watch, right? In the NFL, if there's a fight, the camera cuts away from it. The fight I watch, the guy gets kicked in the nuts, and it's 5 minutes of entertainment for us. We're like, everyone's like, "Oh shit, is his dick okay?" And the commentators are talking about how bad it hurts and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I just feel like I come from a different. That's the sport I watch, and so a little bit of that sport crosses the line a little bit in terms of like maybe what the NFL or the ball sports would do. Mm-hmm. So I just think you see a little bit of that. I mean, watching Taylor and Nate Ackerman's mom fight was just, in Blair Morrison and Ben over there, that was just crazy. That was like my favorite part of the event.
Yes. And you need that. You need that from the couch commentary. Yeah. We all do it every sport we watch, but how nice is it to all be at the same table doing the same thing and people watching it saying the same or wanting the same as you guys. Like, that is absolutely necessary.
During the Froning years at the games, before every event, the camera would have a close-up on him and he'd do the dick flick. You know what I mean? Where like he uses his fingers to push it up to the center or push it down. And it's just like, I'd be like, yo, is no one going to say anything? Like, that's his patented move.
Yeah, there might be a couple. Yeah, it's like, what is it? The Sylvester Stallone movie Over the Top, where he turned his ball cap around before he started, and you got the dick flick. Like, everybody has their things to lock in, and that just might be Rich's.
Yeah. The show starts in
Just over an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you is Tia in Australia?
Yes.
Okay, and so what time is it there for her? Does that jack her up? I was thinking
It's
about that. I was like,
so I'm gonna say that I fucked this up in terms of confirming with Tia.
yeah,
It's
okay.
3:00 in the morning. for her.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, she hates you.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure when she comes on, there's gonna be some tense moment of be like, listen, Mercy, straight.
Hey, why didn't you did you guys think about moving it for her? Just like make it like 4 or 5 hours later. Just make it like
Yeah.
5 hours later. Do this
We
do this as a
did.
one-off at 3 p.m. or something?
Yeah, we did, but all of this came to light very late in the game.
Okay.
And so that just wasn't possible. And it's a testament to what we already know about Tia, especially recently with Tia,
Yeah.
of just, man, whatever it takes to be a part of this. And like, I mean, there's so many things in the space now, especially in the last year, that could be on the negative side. And when you look at what Tia's done in light of all that, like, that's what we want.
Right.
And
She
all,
should
but at
get-
the
she
same
should
time,
get props for that.
props for that. But at the same
Yeah,
time, it's not necessarily like that anybody deserves it. Like, this games podcast does not deserve Tia waking up at 3 a.m. when it should have been centered around her time to announce something like this.
Yeah.
We don't deserve that. But
Yeah,
she's
I
doing
agree.
it.
Yeah.
So
And I would say not so much negative, but because I feel like that word gets a little overplayed, but I would say there's a lot of contentious stuff.
okay, yeah.
You know what I
Contention,
mean?
noise.
Yeah, there's a lot of contentious and things bumping up against each other, like scheduling of events and people trying to figure out which one they're going to do and why did they happen like that. And for the media, it's good. Like the without the contentiousness, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Or very little.
Mhm.
What about the name? I was thinking, Sousa's got me on this kick to be like, and I bought in completely to view the games as a test instead of a sport.
Yeah.
Did you guys, was any chance, what did you have any thoughts on that?
I'm in the same camp as that. It's a
Mhm.
test. It's a challenge. It's still a competition at the end of the day. I think the moniker around sport gets muddied at times, which can dilute people's perspective of what it's supposed to do. And I look at it more so for the athletes and how people watch it.
Okay.
That's where it starts to, it's like everybody wants it to be NFL, NBA, baseball, hockey. They want it to be a major sport, but it's not. Right? It's something so different. And it's also the reason why CrossFit is so different than anything else in the fitness space. And I think we need to lean into that difference more than try to be like everybody else.
Hey,
So-
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
And with the sport of fitness moniker, it's not just going to be about the games, because we are going to talk about things like Road. We're going to talk about Wodify. We'll talk about Crash. And that all-encompassing part could be more to that competitive edge. And I think people associate being competitive with sport. So I would say it's less about the sport moniker of being a professionalization and more of just like, this is the competitive side of CrossFit.
One of the things that really makes us different, by the way, is the fact of, I think the word that was used in Every Second Counts was the egalitarian component of CrossFit, meaning it's accessible to everyone. And when I'm interviewing someone like Quinn Robinson, and he's 29 years old and he still has games dreams as an individual, it makes you realize, yeah, we're so much cooler. Like that piece that anyone can get in, and there's no politics, and it's just a test, and everyone can do it, and everyone does it. Everyone does do it because of the open is pretty amazing. Let me ask you a little bit of a politically charged or economic question. It's not politically charged on my end, but maybe on your end. I think that the best way to grow the games in every aspect is increased open participation.
Yes.
Like if you want to help the games, if we had 5,000 people enter the 500,000 people enter the open, everything would grow. More eyeballs, more news stories, more money, more. It would just there's no metric that wouldn't go up. Are you on that page?
I'm 100% on that page.
Yeah, we would attract flies to shit because like if I'm going to sell something, I'm going to want to be closer to something that has 500,000 individual participants.
Yes, but I don't just put that on the community. Like it is not the community's job to support the athletes. The athletes are a part of this to begin with. And if they don't want to be a part of it, like how are they going to draw people to the Open? The athletes should be waving the Open banner more than any single person that does the Open. Because the more people that participate, as you said, the bigger the pie grows. And that was the thing I like when Sousa talks about the old days of just like CrossFit in general, is that we're not trying to get a bigger slice of the pie. We're trying to grow the pie so that our slice just grows naturally with it. That's exactly what can happen with the Open, because you have this percentage-based budget allocation with your Open signup. We know where a percent goes here, goes there. The more people we get, the more the pie grows, and all of these other little pieces get better as well. So if you want more media, you want better competition, you want bigger games, you want all of these things, you want the athletes to get paid more, then sign up for the Open. It's a $20 buy-in to test your fitness and contribute to the community that everybody is clamoring for CrossFit to get better at or to do more for. But this is a collaborative effort. It can't just be on CrossFit's head to build the CrossFit Open. We're all a part of this. And that's CrossFit to begin with. That's why the affiliates work the way they are. And it's not a franchise model. And so it's 100% that.
And specifically, like if 500,000 people entered the Open, I'm sure my podcast views would double.
Yes.
And so like, yeah, of
the
course
median space would grow, which means more people will fall in love with it. More people will know about it. The games budget, like who knows what the semifinal, like maybe semifinals bigger budgets because of that.
Memberships at affiliates would skyrocket.
Yes.
Skyrocket because of all the media that's generated. I don't remember what year it was, but ESPN has some show if they do every night, like top 10 moments or top.
Sports
there was
Center
a time. Yeah, is that okay? And there was a time when CrossFit would make that Sports Center top 10.
Right.
And the only reason why they do anything is because of eyeballs. So you get 500,000 people to enter, and it's on. And then the same thing with Netflix. You make a documentary and you have 500,000 people who do the Open, then more people are going to download that movie from Netflix, and then it's going to be #1 on the chart. More people are going to see that and be like, "Oh, I'm going to go to an affiliate and try this."
And then I'll do the Open because the whole thing that got me here and got the Netflix thing going is like, oh, we can do this. We can be a part of this crazy CrossFit Games, finding the fittest man and woman on earth process.
Yeah.
And you think it's like the height of affiliates, the height of the games. A lot of people talk about 2018, but it was really the build up from 2012 to 2018 when I would say Reebok spoiled us a bit with budgets.
Yep.
And why was that so great? Because we were like spending money on everything.
Yep.
Media, marketing, games, ESPN, CBS, all that. And everything was everything. Affiliates were up. Membership was up. L1s, L2s, all up because we're all hitting on all cylinders. So people may think that them doing the Open or not isn't that big of an impact. Is like, yes, it is. Imagine if half the people who didn't do it decided to do it, what that number would look like.
Yeah.
And then what the impact, the trickle up effect, which I think is cool.
Yep.
From the Open to what the game season could be.
Dillo, I found CrossFit through the 2015 Netflix doc. Yeah.
Awesome.
The Netflix and ESPN deals were massive. All right. Well, I'm very excited. Thanks for coming on. We will be watching in 56 minutes. Very excited to hear the location. Thank you, brother, for coming on.
Appreciate it.
All right. Chase Ingram, staple in the CrossFit media space. Awesome that they're starting their show. 56 minutes here. And then soon as they go down, I will go back up and do a review of everything we heard. I'll be sitting down with my pen and paper, taking notes, recapping it. And then after that, on Coffee Pods and Wads, Malioza will be coming on, the great protege of Eric Rosa. And that should be a fun podcast. Aaron Fraser, was the growth of CrossFit due to it being new and so many people actually thought they could make it to the games? No, I don't think so. I don't think the games weren't even like a. Oh, there you go. There's Malioza as the with a Harry Potter. Who's that? Who's the girl with the red hair?
That's Bella Martin, but I think it's Ginny Weasley or Hermione. The awesome Malio and the gobbledygooklet of fire.
Gobbledygooklet. Amazing.
And then Rich is Mad Eye Moody. That's pretty funny. It's pretty fucking funny.
I think it exploded because of the adaptation, the crazy adaptation people have when they do it. We are wrapping up. Connect you. Chat with you. What the fuck is this? Stand by.
Standing by.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Oh. I get it.
Oh.
I thought Bear Hanlon's doing something insanely cool for Veterans Day for veterans. It's nuts. The guy has crazy vision and aspirations. So we'll be having Bear from Born Primitive on soon, and they're trying to schedule a meeting with me. God, I hate meetings. If Bear's there though, it won't even be like a meeting. He's so fun.
Sick.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna take a little break, go play with the kids for an hour before they go to piano lessons. And then 10 a.m. Chase Ingram. I think Clydesdale should be starting now too, if you need a reason to stay close to your YouTube. I think he usually starts at 9:15, goes for like 45 minutes. And then I'll see you guys over at the CrossFit Games YouTube channel to watch the big announcement with Dave, Chase, and Tia. And then I'll see you guys back here at 11. Then I'll see you at 12 over on Coffee Pods and Wads. What a day.
Then I'll see you at your mom's house tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, do you ever get bored of the last like month? I've been kind of bored with Instagram. You know what I think? I think the algorithm was too good. The algorithm is so good that it like just keeps feeding me the same shit over and over and over that I got bored with it. Like I open it now and then just close it.
Yeah, something happened with the Instagram. They changed the algorithm, or maybe I don't know what happened. I think they changed the algorithm. And I was getting stuff that I really liked. I thought it was really funny. And now I open it and I don't even care to scroll my feed anymore.
Yeah, like I OD'd on it. Same with Twitter. Like I was on Twitter for a little while, and then like now I'll go days without looking at Twitter. I'm just like I just got bored.
Yeah, TikTok's kind of that way too. I don't know. It's just something's different.
Yeah, like I burn out. My kid the other day was like, "Hey, will I ever get a phone?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't even know if they're gonna have phones in 10 years." And
I don't
he goes,
even like
"What?"
using mine anymore. What's the point?
And he goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Dude, they didn't have phones when I was a kid. You just there was just something that was in your kitchen. I don't know what you're gonna fucking get." And he's like, "Well, there's kids I know who already have phones." I'm like, "Dude, do you wear shoes?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Do the other kids wear shoes?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Those kids use pacifiers. Did you use a pacifier?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "You eat steak and berries. What do those kids eat?" He's like, "Those Doritos chips." I said, "Yeah." I'm like, "You're not like those other kids. Why would you fucking get a phone?"
Yeah.
Like, you do jujitsu 4 hours a day. Do those other kids? He goes, "No." I'm like, he's like, "Well, some of them." Okay, bad example.
You know how to play drums and piano? Do any of the other kids do that?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck you mean the other kids have them? You're a fucking weirdo. You're not even like the other kids.
Right.
Fuck you mean? He's like, "Oh, okay, I get it."
Good.
So when am I going to get a phone? When you're 20, motherfucker. Aaron Fraser, calm down since the Charlie Kirk situation. Maybe just because Candace is on vacation. Oh.
I don't think she is. I think she's still very active.
It's hard not to tell your kids they're better than the others. I just tell them that they're weird. I'm like, hey, dude, you got weird fucking parents and you're just weird. I'm like, that's why when we're grocery shopping, you're the only person in the grocery store barefoot, and like you're just weird. Like, and you wear weird clothes. You should wear Argyle sweaters. Like, you're just weird. Like, you're not gonna be doing the shit the other kids do. You'll still have access. I haven't told them this yet. You'll still have access to all the beaver the other boys had, but
if not more.
Yeah. But other shit, you're gonna be oblivious. Hey, you know what's crazy though? Around other things, like you go somewhere like Crash and you put up you go somewhere and you, like in just like where there's just regular people, and you put up a drone and they're just completely blown away by it, right?
Yeah.
They can't even fucking believe drone technology. And yet, and just the way how insane it is. And yet things like that, my kids fly drone, the DJI Mavic 4 every day. Like they just put it up at the house.
Right.
Fly it all over the fucking neighborhood.
Different world for sure.
All right, guys. See you soon. Don't forget CrossFit Podcast, Chase Ingram, debut today. It's a huge step. It's a huge step. It's gonna be a great community builder for CrossFit. These live shows. Boom. Yeah, my kids have forgotten about iPads and tablets now. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? How quickly they forget. When we go on vacation, they get that stuff. And then it takes about 3 days to 7 days, 3 days to a week. And then they stop asking completely. Just gone.
That's awesome.
All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.